and welcome to Geektopia. My name's Adam Carruthers. This is Geek Squad. And as I'm talking, someone has decided to join us. I'll introduce everybody in just a moment. Wondering what Geek Squad is? It's where we sit down, we discuss something which we've all watched. It could be a TV show, it could be a movie. But more importantly, we want recommendations because I mean, the list is endless when it comes to content that we can consume. So leave a comment, let us know what we should be watching, and we want you to join in the conversation as well. I'll give another reminder at the end, but to introduce, as per usual, the lady of Breaking Bad, Walter White behind her, we got Hadis, the lady with a pink bag or ballerina outfit for kids, Levy. We've also got the man known as Grumpy for good reason, because generally he is, but his real name is Carvin J. And the man with the name Jantan Collective below his Zoom ID, I think he just cut his hair. No wonder why he's late. We got Mr. Chief Jantan, and of course, the man who always plays dress up. He must be an awesome man to date in the bedroom because he loves to put a new get up on every single week. Puppy Zach Kamal.
Yes. Good to be here. Good to be here, Adam.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week we watched Velvet Buzzsaw. So Velvet Buzzsaw, brief bio, came out in 2019. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene, Russo. It's an ensemble cast. Natalia Dyer, did you recognize her?
Yes.
Stranger Things.
From Stranger Things, correct. There's one lady in it. She was from Fresh Meat. Zawi, is that how you say her first name? Zawi Ashton. Yeah. Apologies if she's watching, but I thought she was great as well. But overall, this movie was recommended by Carvin. Can you tell us why, Carvin J?
No, I saw the trailer and I thought it was an interesting enough movie, especially with the ensemble cast. So I thought, this should be a good enough movie to watch, and also, a good break from, all the crappy movies you've been watching lately.
Hey,
talking about the Snyderverse?
The last
no,
was
before that.
Snyderverse. Okay,
before the Snyderverse.
All right, understood. But that's the thing. You're talking about the trailer. Suicide Squad, the first movie, the trailer looked amazing. The film did not. So post movie, did you feel the same way as you did when you watched the trailer?
Okay, look, yeah, it was a little bit underwhelming, but I did go into it with high expectations, but I thought it was an okay movie. I thought it was a nice movie just to kind of watch, in just watch lah. It was nice lah.
Okay.
Great review.
No, like okay, I thought we're not going to the in depth yet. If you want in depth, I thought it was a good movie to watch. I love horror movies that don't show you what is actually happening with the horror sense. Like for instance, when we watch Blair Witch Project, that was by far one of my favorite Hollywood horror movies, where because you don't know what's actually happening, you don't see the monster or the ghost. So basically, it just gives you your imagination on how it would look like and how it would this thing. So it's basically making your imagination work against you. Right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right. So, but this Velvet Buzzsaw, not in the same degree as that, but in the sense that it makes you guess what is actually happening, because it never tells you how it works or why people, die, and why the whole horror thing is happening. Nobody knows. And until the end of the movie, you're like, so what happened? Like nobody knows what actually happened. Like why it's happening and why it's like that. And in fact, it's so open-ended ending that, at the end of the day, you feel like, oh no, this could be something that could happen more.
So you like movies where it's very much up to you for interpretation?
Yes, I think our imagination is the scariest thing that you can have. If you kind of give away everything, basically like you show the ghosts and you like even like up to a point, Conjuring, right? You have the nun. You can see the demon Balak. But, it's scary and stuff. You get a bit of jump scares here and there. At the end of the day, it's not a lasting scare. Whereas, something like this, your imagination would take over, and it's more of a lasting scare. It's more like one of those things where you cannot sleep at night type of horror.
Levy, I believe you and Hadis watched this movie together. So if Hadis, if you want to chip in, feel free. It was a shared experience for the two of you. But Levy, firstly, let's see where you stand. Did you like the movie?
No.
Okay, you didn't like the movie. You never like any of the movies, except for
on this one, I agree with Levy. I was so disappointed because
I googled it and it says horror and drama. I'm really not a horror fan, like really, really not a horror fan.
And I'm a horror fan.
Okay.
So she knows if I watch a horror movie once a year, I will pick the best horror movie to watch that year. That's it.
Okay.
So I was like dragging Levy, come to my house. We need to watch this together if this is horror. But then I felt like at the beginning, when the killing starts, it was very interesting in a way that they were dying. Like, he stole the paintings. The first guy who died, he stole the paintings. He was driving the truck. His truck caught on fire and everything. So it was interesting. But then as we go along, the killing becomes so ridiculous. It's like, what?
Yeah,
No,
I get
it doesn't make sense anymore,
All right, interesting. What about Chief Jantan?
I enjoyed it because I like how quirky the movie is.
Yes.
It's I like how, like you said, I like how it takes a piece on all the art world, which, like, I mean, you look at the art that's out there, like there's a dot on the white canvas.
Yeah.
They call it art. There's like some things you just look at and you're like, what am I looking at?
Or when
And these guys.
It reminds me of when Don or Dan, whatever his name is, he goes in and he sees Pierce's studio and there's rubbish in the middle. It's like, oh, well, this is fascinating, whatever he says. But he says that's not art.
Yeah.
You mean like that?
Yeah, like that. And like how these people really take themselves so seriously, whereas we as the common people, we go there and like, what the hell is this? So I like that part. I love how he took a piece on that. Horror part, yes, it's not as scary as it should be, but it did give me just some jumps at a certain points, when they made that effect, like boom,
The guy
but
driving the car.
Oh, is it
but it's not like scared kind of thing. Yeah.
What about the man that's played Dress Up today?
Hold on a second. Yes? Yeah.
AKA Mon?
No, I'm not interested. Thank you. Okay. Just sell it.
Oh my God.
So sorry. It's things, in the art world is just so
jolly good old chap.
Simply put, I'd just like to say Velvet Buzzsaw is a mess. I mean, it lacks any genuine horror, comedy, drama, and feels cheap and schlocky. It's not in the good B movie way, So I'm simply disappointed. And I expect this kind of choice by, Kevin J, who's all pretentious because I saw a trailer of stellar actors. Yes, this should be a good movie, and it's a horror movie, But at the end of the day, I was rather more entertained with the horrors of what was the series? The Bling Empire. There was comedy. There was everything. There was titties. Yeah, okay. No titties in this movie. How disappointing!
There were butts everywhere.
Yeah. Not the good butts.
Male butts.
Okay. Gay butts.
Is that how you sit around at home, Zach? The way Jake Gyllenhaal has his laptop on his...
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal loves to be naked in his movies. I don't know why.
Well, this is the only movie I've seen him kind of...
No.
Brokeback, Love and Drugs.
Okay. Let's not talk about Brokeback lah. Okay.
Well,
that's a whole different genre.
Prince of Persia.
To be fair, Garvin, if you had his body...
Oh no, I would be doing this podcast naked.
Yeah. I thought the cast did really well. Jake Gyllenhaal has worked with Dan Gilroy, the writer-director, before. He did Nightcrawler, which was critically acclaimed. That was also with Dan Gilroy. I really believe that Jake Gyllenhaal is a grossly underrated actor. I really believe that he has got a really good skill set, going all the way back to Donnie Darko.
I gotta give it up to Jake. I mean, he's like one of those actors that I feel is up there with Vigo. He just becomes the character.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I think my favorite movie from him was Southpaw.
I was about to say Southpaw.
Yeah.
And his body was in this movie was almost as jacked as he was in Southpaw.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's because he does Pilates. It's Pilates.
Yeah, Pilates, man. I want to... Yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say, but at the end of the movie, I felt like there's a few unanswered questions.
Yeah,
that's what Carvin likes.
Yeah,
Go on. Ask those questions.
Okay, what the hell is okay? What was Coco's role in everything? Like, sure, she was that assistant that couldn't keep the job, but what did she bring to the table?
The cat.
The cat.
The cat, yeah.
The
I mean,
coffee.
the thing is,
Coffee.
I think her role is to tie in everybody together and give a common, like kind of the audience is supposed to be the Coco, right?
She's
So-
relatable.
she's relatable. So basically, you need to be in Coco's position, looking around and death around you, right? So basically, that was what Coco was for, was the POV of the audience in a way, and also the fact that she never died because she never profited from any of those art.
You know what? It isn't only about profit, though. Do you realize that the way each person dies is through the piece of art which they mock?
Yes.
Morph doesn't like the hobo man, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So that's how he dies. Everybody dies by the piece of art which they mock or they show a dislike to. The sphere, Gretchen didn't like the sphere. She laughed at it. She gets killed by the sphere. So
and I like the fact that, you know, when she died, everybody thought it was an art installation.
Yes.
Until 8 hours later, then they were like, "Oh crap!"
Until Coco saw and like, "Oh yeah, this isn't right. This is not right."
Question.
Yes.
At the end where Rene Russo died, and how she became the painting she gave up, and then was there something that was supposed to kind of like, I don't know, it felt like it was just okay, she became the painting and died.
Yeah, that's what I meant when the start of the film, the killing or like dying was interesting, but at the end it was just nonsense. Like
you have to understand one thing. You see, when the writers start, they got a lot of ideas. When the writers almost going to finish it, like whatever lah, just put lah, just kill it.
Just kill it.
Just kill lah. Yeah. She sit down, she become a shadow. Okay. Done lah. Okay lah, let's go for lunch.
For her, what killed her was the way she has a disdain for her past career, which is as a punk rock, and Velvet Buzzsaw, which was the tattoo in the band.
The Buzzsaw that killed her.
The tattoo. Yeah. That's why it's like the death of her and also the Josefina. Like she was just standing waiting for a cab. How did she go in a museum? How did she become painting itself? It just didn't make sense anymore.
For Josefina, she showed a disdain for graffiti. So what kills her in that room is the graffiti.
Yeah.
Because of that other guy, Damish.
Yeah. So she mocks graffiti work, and that's what kills her. All right. I think we've done reviewing the movie recommended by Carvin J. If you had to give it a rating, Levy, what would it be?
5.
5 for you? Okay. Yeah. Hadis?
Can I give it 4.5?
4.5.
Yeah, I will never watch it again. Okay. Never.
Chief Jantan.
I'll give it a 7. Yeah.
7?
Yeah, because of the ensemble and the quirkiness. I enjoyed that.
All right. Puppy Zach?
Yes, we're going to give it a 5.
Hey.
5 for you. I'm going to give it a 6.5 because the actors were great. I like the names and it was shot beautifully. Carvin, you're going to give it the highest rating of all of us, I think.
I was going to give it a 6.5 as well. And only because, the only thing was the disappointing ending a little bit, I think. Also the fact that, the cinematography, the shots, the camera work, all beautiful. The ensemble is really good. The acting is really good. The quirkiness I really enjoyed as well. The funny bits in between. So 6.5 I think seems fair. To go to a 7, I think would be a bit too generous.
You know what? We need to do some recommendations for the following week and the next. I'm going to jump the gun a bit and recommend 2 movies for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Is because it just came out.
Right.
Carvin versus Zach, Godzilla versus Kong.
I watched it last night.
I watched it as well.
It's fine. We'll do the review next week since you've already watched it.
It was not bad.
Don't say it now.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next week.
The second movie, which I'm going to throw out, is going to be leading into the Oscars, which is happening later this month. So I want to release something in the week of that, which is Promising Young Woman.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is another lesbian movie?
This one.
What's your problem?
So that's the next 2 weeks sorted. So Godzilla versus Kong, because it's current. And then Promising Young Woman, because we're trying to tie in with the Oscars. All right, Levy, Hadis, thank you once again for your honesty, particularly Levy. You are as honest as you get. Carvin, thank you for the recommendation and, of course, the discussion. And Chief Jantan, thank you for, yet again, crappy internet. If you want us to watch something, please leave a comment. And we want you to be in the conversation as well. That's really important to us. Trying to build a little community of recommendations, like a book club. but for films, a film club of sorts, where we discuss everything at the end of the day. This, of course, is Geektopia. This is Geek Squad specifically. Like, share, and subscribe. My name is Adam. Bye.
Hey, goodbye. All right. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.